Yeah, what up, everybody? It's NY Emperor X, aka Alien X, so you just call me X, but it's your boy. You get your boy. Ooh, and this dusty motherfucker right here is
Simple man of beyond pleasures, otherwise known as the Moose King, but that's just me, and we are the Dust Budnies. My brother,
yeah.
every once in a while, a game comes out, and it's a huge fucking flop, right? Like, it gets so much buildup, it gets so much over-dramatization, and then it hits the ground so hard it explodes into pieces, you know? You remember that game that I think was called Too Human? Back on the Xbox 360. It was one of those pseudo future in the war mixed with like Norse mythology that'd been in development for like 11 years. Exactly. No one wants to remember that game. Why? Because it was such a huge fucking disrespect to anyone who's ever played video games. It was a flop in every sense of the word. Final Fantasy 15, a glorious 15-year project that hit its face when it dropped out right out the gate. But I still love it. That's beside the point. My point is, No Man's Sky is another iteration of one of those games that fell on its fucking face when it launched. Because there was so much hype, so much promise behind this game, and it did not deliver. So the guy behind it said, you know what? I know I promised these things. I have a list of all these things that I promised, and I'm going to fucking do it. And every one of these updates I do is going to be fucking free. And I'm going to make this game into everything that it should have been from the day it launched. This is the newest piece of that puzzle.
I like the prep you try to give me. It was because of No Man's Sky.
Because of No Man's Sky.
So you can actually see yourself.
Third person's been it actually since the last update.
Really?
Yeah. The term I like to coin for this game now is Space Minecraft.
What the fuck was...
Mounts.
Oh, so they really tried to go all out this time.
A lot of the stuff has already been in the game. The base building, the warps, drop in, drop out like that, right in the space battle, the improved space battles. All that's
Death
been
Star?
That's been in that's a what do you call it?
Death Star.
No, it's a
It's the Death Star.
Oh, they upgraded the animation on it. Wow.
Death Star looks alright.
It's a trader's post. That's the word I was thinking.
Death Star.
Yeah, underwater now. Right. They're expanding on that one. It's literally underground base building now. That's glorious. Wow, this is even bigger. Oh my god.
I mean, it is called Beyond.
Hell yeah, man. They're also adding VR support for this game. Wow.
So is this an expansion or is this an actual another game?
It's an expansion. It's an expansion. All these big updates are just going to be expanding on it. And you know what? I'm telling you, I got to give this man fucking credit where credit's due. Since the game launched and it flopped, him and his team had been working tirelessly to get this shit back off the ground.
I feel bad though. You know why? As much shit as we give a lot of these developers for when these games flops, you know how hard they work?
Absolutely.
Do you know what the term crunch is?
Oh god, yeah. Crunch time? Hell yeah. Most Japanese workers work on fucking crunch time. But the only reason I'm hard on No Man's Sky specifically is because how many times he promised the same thing and then did not deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was probably one of the biggest examples of really, really hyping up your game with so much shit that it genuinely could not do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything from the basics of multiplayer to, like, finding certain animal types and randomly generated enemies. All of that shit was for fucking naught. Most of the planets you would go to, being procedurally generated, mind you, would just be barren. But now you go there, and even when I played, like, not even a month ago, I fucking walked into this place, man. It had this beautiful little grass growing around it. You know, I found this nice open area, and I just started building my base right there, man, like, wherever the fuck I wanted. I didn't like that mountain that was over there, so I went down and I trimmed it down a bit. I took out my gun and just trimmed it the fuck down. You know? Then a buddy of mine shows up on my server, and he's like, hey, man, do you need some help? Sure, man, what's up? He shows up with a fucking freighter of like 3 or 4 different ships, this giant fucking freighter ship. Inside his freighter, he's got other ships that he's been flying. And he's like, here, I got a bunch of supplies for you, take it. And I'm like, oh my god, yes, thank you. Like, it's amazing.
Where do you play this on?
Currently I play it on PC, but I know it's available,
PS4.
yeah, and Xbox and all that jazz. Xbox. But yeah, no, man, it is glorious. And then to see them even going as far as working in the aquatic nature of it.
Well, I'm proud of them.
You know what I mean?
I'm proud of them. They seem to have really stepped up their game.
Hell yeah, in every sense of the word. There's even a system they implemented in the last game where it's like, you know, people are like, hey, if I build a base over here, I have to leave the base to go to another planet to explore. How do I get back to my base? It's like, no, fuck that. Here's a transporter system. You can now jump between all your bases on any solar system, any planet, anywhere you want to go. And even still, everything's still all awesome and categorized. So like when you boot up the game, one of my favorite things is when you boot up the game, every star in that sky is a system. People who have explored it will have their names tagged next to it. And as you load up the game, you see there's so much fucking space. There's so few names.
Good.
Oh yeah, I have a whole fucking solar system, man. It's all mine. And I named it whatever the fuck I wanted. And it was great. How many games can you say you did that? But that's the thing. You could show up in my server and be like, I'm here now. And just start shaving down my fucking planet.
Shaving down?
Shave it down.
I'm going to war with you.
You could do it. You could go on the moon right next to me and be like, no, fuck you. Ain't no fuck you. Ain't no fuck you. Ain't no fuck you.
I'm a build a Star Killer. Forget a Death Star.
Yeah, right?
A Star Killer.
I don't think you can build in space yet. Not yet.
No. A Star Killer. Do you remember what Star Killer was in Star Wars?
I do.
What?
You talking about the person or you talking about the...
No.
You talking about the giant...
it was literally a planet that had a giant weapon to shoot other planets.
I wouldn't doubt that if you went on a macro scale and got enough people, you could probably recreate how it looked to some degree.
Forget recreate how it looks. I want to recreate how it works.
Give it enough time. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be fucking surprised, man. But yeah, no, this is just gonna be amazing.
Blow up your planet, but I want to get the one with like where all your materials on.
Right. That's all right. Most of my materials actually stick with me on my shape. No, that's the thing.
Asshole.
No, of course.
But this actually looks good. I might get it.
You know what I mean?
I might get it.
It's full retail,
just
mind
for
you.
Yeah, I know, but I'd probably get it just for the updates. It kind of like what Destiny 2 is, where
kind of. But
like I said,
Microsoft kind of gave up on Destiny.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't only Microsoft.
I know.
It was all consoles.
Yeah. But I'm saying the guys behind it, Bungie, they kind of gave up on it.
But Bungie's not just Microsoft anymore.
Yeah.
They haven't been Microsoft since the first Destiny.
I know, but they still gave up on Destiny too. It's pretty bad.
We don't know that yet.
Oh, we do.
We don't know.
Ask anybody who plays hardcore Destiny.
They might still be playing, making Destiny 3 right now.
They moved on to Anthem, and then Anthem flopped.
Yeah, I think that's telling you, Bungie, don't do those things no more.
Just go back to your storytelling, man. It was great. Now, but in the meantime, guys, brush that dust off your shoulders. But brush that dust off that beautiful ass subscribe button. If you really like what we do here, then comment, riddling that bell, and drop us a tip on Patreon. Watch for the dust fall on these rolling credits, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. I like peace. Fucking basically. There's also languages you can learn in this game, too. Oh, yeah. Multiple different aliens.